Okie dokie. Dokie Literature Club. Okay. Time for go-to statements. Okay. All right. Let's get her. Don't know what the. Well, so these are statements that you use to go to some. So what do they call it? A something label? A statement label. Different types of labels. These are statement labels, and a statement label, at least for now, is used to get me to where the go-to wants to go. Excuse me, fuck. Okay, and the time for my progression is now fleshed out. It's probably too aggressive. My plan is from April until 6 months from now, so to the end of August, or at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, at least till mid-September. I'm gonna be working on just C++ fundamentals, making some projects here and there, combining the bigger pieces, but learning all the individual things and exposing myself to all of it. And then for 6 months afterwards, that's where the real learning is going to happen. I'm going to pull shit together and pick up all the shit that I've missed. So in the first bit, I'm sweeping up a lot of knowledge, and then afterwards, I'm going to realize, fuck, my broom was a bristle thing like this. I was missing so much. Sure, I was sweeping a lot. I was getting a lot because it was this mountain of information that I was being able to push. But there's still so much left over, and that's when I'm going to build projects and put all that shit together, learn new stuff, start to integrate things. So it'll be 6 months of C++ fundamentals, 6 months of portfolio development with C++ and Unreal. Not just C++, Unreal, because the goal here, excuse me, is to figure out what the fuck people are doing in the VR area, be able to do that and improve it, and have the C++ proficiency to add all the other crazy shit that I need, and then maybe eventually go even lower level, get into that crazy neural hemisphere, get scent enabled, and then we'll have hearing, we'll have sight, we'll have scent. Fuck off on touch or taste for a second, and then I can work with the people. For touch is apparently getting better to where you can start to feel things around. It's not just like a general. It's like a. I saw some research and it's like a bunch of little cups inside this glove that you put on, and they have, depending on where the thing is, those individual little cups get activated, and there are some heat concerns. So apparently the voltage isn't enough to hurt people, but they need to figure out a way to make it more efficient so they don't have to use to put so much effort in mitigating the heat, just using just enough instead of it being like too much or too little, something like this. They're figuring out the power situation, it sounds like. But you could conceivably have just my fingers start to feel the mic, and then the rest feel the mic, and everything pushes in, just like if I'm here, I'm going to feel like that, and then I grab, and then more starts to feel it. So if I'm grabbing around something, more of my hand should start to feel that thing. Currently, that thing is just a little, like, it's not a suctiony thing, but it's like a little device that kind of screws up and screws down. It has I don't know if it's a 0 or 1, or if it has. I don't know if it's more than 0 or 1, like an axis where you like an axis for your controller. It's not just running forward or 0. You can slowly start to move and then go. You're jogging and now you're sprinting. I don't know which one of those it is, but we're getting there. So touch is getting worked on. I need to get scent going, and then maybe work with some researchers and get scent really going. But yes, 6 months of foundation, 6 months of portfolio shit, and then go and work with indies, maybe Indeed, maybe other websites, and then try and get an indie job, and then a year from there, try and go big buku and start making some real plays with the shit I know. Because at that point, I'll actually be able to get paid to do this shit all day. And I can still in my free time do this shit. So that'll be good. Because the type of learning I'll be doing is always still going to be different from what I'm doing for work. So the stuff I do for fun is always going to be divorced from the stuff, or well, the stuff that I am doing as a duty, I have to learn it, is different from the shit that I'm getting paid for. So it's okay. It's not as hard to do it. It's not like, oh, I'm getting paid for it in the day. It's hard to do it for free at night. It's different. Nobody's paying me to do the research. So, okay. Unconditional jump. Okay. I'm thinking right now we could have standard character output and then go to this statement label before it, and then happens, and then would it just be a loop? I don't know if this is a loop. If it goes to try again, it seems like it is a loop. So if it's always less than 0, if it's always a negative float or double, it's always gonna keep on going. But it's not a crashy type loop because it's always waiting on the user. There might be an issue if the user puts too much or too large a character, but character input already only extracts to fill the container, which in this case is just a character, or just a. Well, I guess you could have too many digits then, maybe. No, but then it might just over. I don't know. It would probably just have a round, so it'd be fine. I'm just thinking if the integer's too large, or but then it wraps around, so maybe it's not too big of an issue. I was thinking about an infinite loop if you have the bucket too full, and then it instantly goes and checks the F, but then goes back and then goes back and checks the F and then goes back, but it's still full, goes and checks the F, and then does it enough times that it crashes. Okay. So unconditional jump means we're learning code that when we execute it, it always does the jump. It's not code that's automatically based on the condition. We could put it in a condition, but by default, it is unconditional. Oh yeah, true. Because we have an if and an else, and we're evaluating the condition, and then I guess we are technically jumping. We're not just going down one line. We're actually jumping to wherever that shit starts, or we're jumping to the else statement, to the false statement. And then for the switch, we're evaluating the expression, and then finding the case that matches, if any, and either skipping or finding the case and then jumping to the first statement after that case, which could be after other cases too. Okay, so there are jumps in if statements and switches. Noted. A go-to statement. I've heard of go-tos. Some low-level shit, apparently. Lex Fridman was talking about it. Seems like these are some of the things that get abstracted away when you get into Python and other higher level languages where things are abstracted. And I just say, do this analysis. And then at the low level, it's got all this crazy shit that it's doing, and there's worlds and nebulas exploding. But meanwhile, you're just typing one line. Hey. Yeah, Lex Fridman was talking to, I forgot his name. I can picture him, blonde guy, oldish, probably 50. Not Todd Packer. What's his name? John, like John Ryder or something, or John, I don't know. but he worked on Doom and did some other stuff, and apparently he's the fucking best programmer ever. He was talking about low level things back when he was learning all the basics, the foundation, the straight up fundamentals. It's about to jump as the statement label. Okidokus. So, oh, okay. It's kind of like a preprocessed directive. We're just using some fucking string. Wonder if it could be a number. And then we just go to whatever the fuck that object is, I guess. So we could say, yeah, it has to use a non-negative number. Well, before I was testing out switches, and I learned now why we need breaks or returns. But we'll do this here. What is needed? We'll just do a basic function. Tell you what. Get stuff. Oops. We'll do. Oops. Okay. Get some more stuff. Get stuff. Namespace get stuff. Get in. Cool. Need input and output. Bro. Extract that input, return that input. Okie doker. Do we do that? I feel like I like this first. We prompt. Let me store and return. Cute. Okie doker. Cool. Got a damn. Kidding me? We got a damn integer. Then what are we doing? We're gonna say if player int. Oops. That ain't no damn condition. Player int is less than fucking, we'll say 10. We're gonna say try again, fool. That shit too small. Bop. And then we'll say go to. And then we're gonna say go to what? We're gonna say go to this right here. Tell you what. And we'll say right here. And we'll say just like a case. This guy ain't indented. And he's gonna be called this right here. Tell you what. Oops. Bop. Like that. I think. Oh. Scary. So if we say, what if we did this? Undefined, okie doker. And we got this, he's called a statement label. This right here, tell you what. Bop. And we'll say, this boy's a damn 4. Too small. 2. And we can keep on going. And then we go to 10. 110, we're good. Resets that shit and makes the boy pick another int, yo. Bop. Okie doker. So we got some damn. How about this? little bit of this. We're gonna call this get player class. And this is a damn standard string right here. Tell you what, Kyo. It's called, again right here, get player class. It's a damn standard string. Tell you, instead of this, what we gonna do? We're gonna do some of this. We're gonna say standard get line. That way I can get the whole damn line in case it's multiple. Well, this is what we're using when we're collecting some damn. Well, what are we gonna do? Guess we could do just damn standard character. Could we do standard character input? I don't know if we could. Hold it. What happens if we do that? Huh? We're gonna say this is a damn standard string. And we're gonna call them user class. Call them damn player class. We're called it. Well, doesn't even exist yet. We're gonna say standard character input. We're just gonna see what happens because I don't remember. And we're gonna return player class. Pop. Uh-oh. Oh, main don't exist yet. Tell you what. Bop. Cool. Do. Oops. Need one of them includes main. No, not that. What am I doing? Get stuff, brother. That's what we need. How we doing? Yo, get stuff exists, brother. I tell you. It exists, man. I put it damn get stuff. Oh, whoops. I accidentally did the damn non-user defined library, brother. I can't do the damn curly brackets or the damn open close bracket, the damn lesser greater. We're going to say right here, we're going to tell you what we're going to say. Let's just test what happens. We're going to say get stuff, get player class. Bam. What happens? We call that hoe. Well, let's see what happens. So we're going to say standard string player class, and we're going to initialize him to be, oopsie, we're going to initialize him to be that. And we're going to say, we're just going to output him player class. And then inlet the damn line. Bop. Oops, we need to change the damn prompt. We're still talking about ints here, and we ain't doing the damn int. Enter your class. We're gonna do bop. We're gonna do wizard. We're gonna prompt wizard. Okay, go. All right, so standard character input will work. Only problem is if we do a damn integer before this guy is gonna take the damn. Look at this. Watch what happens. Here we go. We're gonna do. We're just gonna do. Shit. We're gonna do int x. Bop. We're gonna say x. And then we'll do this after. And then watch this. So we're gonna do 3 space 4. Bop. It took 4. It took 3 and put it in as x. And then took 4 and put it in here. But actually, I'm not sure what would happen. Let's find out. Because get line, we do that and then, yeah, I think we'd actually be okay. Let's test this real fast. Instead, we're going to do standard get line. We're going to do standard character input is getting standard white space. And then storing this in player class. Cool. And now we're going to do 3 and 4. Pop. Okay, it still does the same thing. What if we do 3, and hello, you man, what up? Pop. Okay. So, point is it's not taking that white space. I guess. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's not ending straight away. It's not doing the inline character. So if we did, let's see. Honestly, it's not a big deal. It's whatever. It is what it is. All right, so we could do this. That'll work. And then we could do. No. Oops. So we'll get the player's class, and then we could do a switch real quick. Well, no, we would just do, oh yeah, I guess we could say. Honestly, an if makes more sense here. If player class is not fighter, there's a wimpy ass boy. Try again. And then we'll say go to. Say go to. Try again, mofo. Nope, we need to go before so we can get it again. And we'll say try again, mofo. Bop. Wizard. Fuck. Rogue? Archer? Fighter. Cool. Okay. Bro, just delete it. Hello? What are you yapping about? Alright. These unconditional jumps, we run that shit, it runs. If we want it to happen based on a condition, we have to put them in a condition. We put them in and execute them as part of a switch. So we do... whatever, we're checking the health. Maybe we want to do a bunch of stuff depending on the different health. Maybe it's the boss. And if the boss is 50 health, we want him to do this. If we want him, if he's 25 health, we go into the next phase. And if he's 0 health, then maybe whenever he dies, he explodes. Boom. We do this other thing. And maybe we need to have a go-to in order... where would we want to go to? I mean, I guess a go-to is a way of doing... Interesting. Couldn't I skip stuff? I could honestly skip stuff. Isn't this the point? Jump to another spot in the code. So we could have... we'll just do output to test. Okay. And we'll just do... we got 1. Oops, sorry. Okay. And then, so we're going to do 1, and then we'll do 2, 3. But then we're going to say land here. Oops. And we're going to say go to land here. Oh. Oh. Can I not go forwards? So what if we said land here, go to land here? Hold on. Oops. Unreachable code. Oh, hold on. I'm just fucking up, I guess. Yo? Oh. Am I... bro, what am I doing wrong here? Yo? Yeah. unreachable. So what if you say if oh, so right now we can only do it based on the condition. If we just do it, it won't work. Unreachable. So in this case, it should do 1, 2. Seems like 1, 2, 2, 3. Oh shit. Oh no, duh. It's just gonna go here and then just continually infinite. Holy. Oh, I think it stopped at some point. Yeah, it exited. Okay. Ran out of memory, brother. Versus false. 23. Pop. Okay. If false. Okay. So you'd have something that changes, because if it's always true, it's always going to do it. Makes sense. Okay. So right now, it has to be based on a condition for a reason that I'm not sure of just yet. Using statement labels. Yeah, I guess we couldn't have. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if we have to say. Because if try again isn't defined, doesn't it mean that we can only go to things before? Maybe not, though. Jump back, okay. Okie dokie. Cool. Seems like it's pretty good. Maybe that's better than recursion, which I'll learn later. Or we have some base case where if something is true, then it ends. It's done. But if it's not, then it calls itself and does something so that we inevitably end up at that base case. Like an algorithm for a labyrinth. Go forward, excuse me, turn left. If you can't turn left, turn right twice. And then eventually you do it. And eventually it goes until finally you're in. Keeps calling itself until it ends. Like, I need something that counts to a certain number. But count. And I guess we could do a loop. But if we don't know how long it's going to take, and maybe the number's dynamically assigned, we pass the number to the function, and then we say, okay, motherfucker, count to this. So what do? We say, count. Is it as big as this? No. Call yourself, boy. And go again. Big enough? Nope. Add. Big enough? Nope. Add. Big enough? Nope. Add. Repeat. But in this case, we just do something. Restart, buddy. Go back instead of just calling itself. Like, instead of recursively calling itself, just to do the same shit, we could just go to, so it's the same function. So there isn't a bunch of overhead every single time. Which there would be. Otherwise. So if we have to pass some parameters to a function, good God almighty. Okay. It's been 30 minutes. I guess so. Alright, I'll let it soak up.